Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm working on the bench today, so I'm real dusty, so I'm sanding, which is the worstest, but it has to get done for it to look good. So maybe that's, I'm kind of like correlating that to healing, right? It needs to be done. It needs to be done for a good finish. But it's the hardest part. Okay, so I got a download while I was doing this project. Maybe somebody needs to start doing a project, something like more like something peaceful that you can just do step by step to like show progression, to represent achievement, anything really. Just a little hobby, a little project where you start something and then you have like a finished product. Maybe that could help somebody. It was really dark, okay? It just started getting lighter, but there's still a lot of overcast. But it was very dark. It was very dark. It was very gloomy, rainy, cold. That's what the weather was like today here. So with that, I was getting like somebody's in a dark space, like very gloomy, and they put themselves there, like their outlook and what they're up to and everything that they've manifested is just, oh, okay? And maybe this is you, okay? And that's how I felt like this morning when it was all gloomy and stuff. I went to go work on this project, okay? So the project is like making me have a lot of epiphanies. And I went and I put these glasses on, okay? They're yellow. They're yellow glasses, obviously. Maybe not if you're colorblind, but I don't really know how that works. And it's brighter, okay? It's gloomy outside, and it's like a completely different place. A completely different place, okay? I'm in the same place. So yellow, like representing kind of happiness, I think that's what it represents, but these yellow sunglasses, man, these yellow sunglasses, everything was more vibrant. Everything seemed more alive. Everything seemed more exciting, okay? There was a whole new tone, right? There was a whole new tone. It even made me feel more inspired to do this project. When at first I was like, I'm only doing this because I know that I don't want to do this, and then that it'll make me feel good. Okay? I put these glasses on and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is something about perception. Okay? Things are brighter with a positive, more happy outlook. And maybe you're not happy all the time, but at least like looking at the positive side in things, okay? Things are brighter. You have more ideas. Creativity flows with this more positive attitude. So it has a lot to do with attitude. Okay? Things don't even look the same. It didn't even look the same, okay? It felt different. Maybe somebody else doesn't even look the same because of their positive outlook. Okay, so they start feeding into this positivity, joyous, happy, looking on the brighter side, and they look different physically. Okay, and then the same outlook for like these gloomy types, gloomy outlook, dark space. It's coming out on the physical. You'll have a more optimistic approach to things, okay? More creativity, just by perception. But you first have to drop the dark shade. You gotta drop that, like the dark, always looking for the dark, always like thinking, I don't know, but it has something to do with manifestation, focused manifestation, okay? You keep looking that way, you keep seeing that, you keep being that, you are creating that. You have to put these new lenses on, lighten up, see things shine again. Okay, because everything has God in it, right? Potential. You have to be able to see that. And you have to realize when people are choosing not to live up to their potential because they're choosing this dark gloomy. And they will dark gloomy all on you. They'll dark gloomy all over you. Okay, they'll steal your shine. They'll be the fucking forecast and the weather. And then just have you radiate onto them. It's like consumptuous. I don't even know if that's a word. Okay? Just be like, oh, okay, yeah, everything's bright, everything's positive. I'm looking through this new lens. And then if you recognize somebody in doing that dark thing, just recognize it for what it is, and just keep on pushing. Okay? The brighter side in life. Okay? Focused manifestations. The brighter side in life. Like, oh, can't be around that person. Oh, I'm going to ignore what that person just said. Oh, just recognize it. It's okay. Like, there has to be dark for there to be light. But we have to be the light. Something like that. Okay? And then I was also getting like an upside down umbrella. I was seeing an upside down umbrella. What good is an umbrella if you don't know how to use it? What good is an umbrella if you don't know how to use it? And then I saw this little upside down umbrella. Upside down umbrella. You're supposed to, like, this was supposed to be your protection. It wasn't supposed to weigh you down. It was supposed to be a lesson learned. Okay, so that you know now, moving forward, how to either dismiss that type of person or, I don't know, it's like something needs to be dropped. It's dead weight. Something's dead weight. And like they're trying to get protection. Just wait. I'm going to just read this. Somebody could be weighed down by others' sorrows, because I was getting like this umbrella was getting filled up with water. It was getting filled up with water. It was leaking. It was like not doing any good. Water represents emotion. So like weighed down by other people's sorrows, other people's problems. It's bad enough that you have a hard time processing or embracing your own. Hence, not knowing how to use this umbrella. Okay? And then you're taking on everybody else's problems too. It's like bound to be heavy. It's heavy. It's filled with emotions. It's oppressed. It's like filled to the tippy top with emotions, bottled up. And it's like seeping out. It's like seeping out, like this misery, the sorrow is like seeping out to like out of like your energy. Like it's just, I don't know what it is. It's like a oozing of like whatever's trying to be held back, suppressed. I don't know, man, but it's like you could solve this yourself. It's not broken. You're holding it wrong. Okay, so like look at those emotions, feel them, embrace them. I used to like when I was first starting to go into recovery, I was like always crying or always anxious or always mad, and somebody told me that I'm just supposed to embrace that anxiety. You just like feel it, understand what triggered it. Okay, that's somewhere I need to work on. Or the sadness, feel that sadness. Just embrace it. Feel you get all the way sad. Okay? And just sit in it and allow it to happen. And then eventually, once you've gotten it all out, maybe you need to cry. Eventually, once you're sitting in it long enough, you'll feel it dissipate. You'll feel it dissipate it's like you just need to embrace it and be on that adventure, because something needs to be purged out. Something that's been weighing you down needs to be purged out. So just really embrace it, and then feel that feeling dissipate, and another feeling replace it. Okay? This too shall pass. So really just embrace it. Men cry, women cry. It has nothing to do with anybody's manlyhood or their womanhood. Okay? Now have these things work for you. Like, take a look at that. What is it? Our emotions are supposed to be tools to protect us. They're telling us something. What is it telling you? Because it's different for everybody. Okay, now have that work for you. Okay, have that be able to protect you. Okay? And don't share that with like everybody. Like, don't share your umbrella with everybody, like your protection. The same people that want your protection under your umbrella are the same ones that kicked you to the mud when you were down. When they thought that they were protected. Okay? So just understand these dark, gloomy people that you're trying to like figure out. Maybe you guys had a certain plot together, a certain plan together, whatever. These people were also plotting behind your back, okay? It's just the truth. And they're just weighing you down. They feel like you have a way out of anybody. You have a way out. And they're going to try to like cry and be gloomy and like come to you with every single one of their problems. So you stayed weighed down. So you stayed bogged down. So you stay full of emotions and anxiety where you can't do anything but lay. Like, dude, just embrace those emotions. Tip over your umbrella. Get that water out, okay? Understand how to use your emotions to your power. Okay, and then that was the download of the gloomy day. The gloomy day download. Okay? Somebody is like, they analyze you. I don't know, man. Somebody's weighing you down by getting you in your emotions that you failed to embrace. Maybe I need to pull out my journal. So, that's a download journal. This is... These people aren't the same as you. You have an expectation of these people and they don't even meet it. They've lied to you. Like, I don't even know. Quit people pleasing. This is a people pleaser. They're like argumentative. They're trying to like get you in an argument. So like somebody's being a crybaby too. I'm hearing crybaby. They want you to feel worthless. So they're going to put something over your head, something that they know pulls at your heartstrings. Because it's no longer them that can pull at your heartstrings, and they know this. So they're going to use something else, some other leverage that they have on you. That is only leverage as long as you allow it to be. If you're honest, upfront, and know how to handle your own problems, that leverage wouldn't be there. It wouldn't work. Maybe somebody has some abandonment issues. I had abandonment issues, and you know what? Everybody betrayed me. And that's how I got over those. Faith. A relationship with a power greater than anything. Our Creator, who I call God. Somebody's having like anxiety, and they're like I don't know, some sort of justification. Like you're justifying those people. That means you're putting those people before you. Okay? That means you're putting those people before you. God will continue to humble you until you don't. Okay? You're number one. I'm number one to me. You're number one to you. I'm gonna pull some cue cards. Honestly, I just didn't want to sand anymore. I have 2 more boards to sand, and I was getting downloads while I was sanding. Someone can no longer backpedal, or you feel like you can't backpedal, but you didn't even try. Or you're allowing people to manipulate you and like put seeds of doubt where you don't even try. What? That's allowing others to choose for you. Okay? That means they lose and you lose. You lose by default. They lose because of their loser choices. If you make a choice and it was based on somebody else lying to you, you can be honest. And then that shows courage and earns respect. Be kind. And this yellow, something about yellow. What chakra is yellow? Sacral? Creativity? You don't want to make a mistake. Somebody's taking something from the mistakes that they made. Witch Warlock in the reverse. Wow. This feels like accountability. This feels like accountability after being dark. That's honorable. Admirer. Hypocrite. Isn't pregnant. Somebody's not pregnant. Or they're saying that they lost a pregnancy. You know, I'm going to put her back in the deck. I don't even got time for that. I'm like focused on a positive message. No, if it comes out again, I'll read it, but I just feel like I didn't have time for that. I feel like I didn't have time for that. Shameless. Like you're wanting to make a decision, all of a sudden somebody lost a kid. All of a sudden somebody lost a pregnancy. You're... Ooh. Envious in the reverse. Confusion in the reverse. Karmic. Karmic is so envious and in denial. Doesn't have their priorities straight. Overkill. Damn, exposed. Like the dark lens that somebody wanted everybody to see you through was their lens. Okay? You got the yellow lens. And this is exposed. This person's priorities aren't straight. You're kind. This person fails to take anything from their mistakes. They were saying that you're dark, you're a witch, you're a warlock, you're this, you're that, you're shameless. That you want to be like them, you aspire to be like them, but there's no more confusion around this. There was a whole court case about this overkilling karmic who's shameless, trying to make everybody see like you're dark when it's actually the opposite. You're actually very kind. Exposure. It's like night and day. Like, you could go into any dark situation and, like, lighten it up. Look at it in a certain way. See the brighter picture. This person could go, like, into a bright situation, a happy situation, and suck the life out of all of it, man. Gloomy, dread, dark. Damn. Something about this court case here. I'm going to pull tarot. This is exposed. This is exposed. That this person, it came out again, hypocrite, and gathered people to, like, spread this slander. I'm hearing slander. Uncommitted, bad karma. Overkill. Like, somebody's just a very kind person. This person had no shame in doing something over and over and over and over and over. I mean, like, following this person everywhere they went and gathering people in order to, like, expose this person and deem them a certain way, okay, by heavy manipulation. These people are, like, their unpleasant ways are, like, I'm getting, like, their witchy ways are just, like, they're not celebrating anymore. There will be a court case around this because it's really evil. It's really evil. It's like aggravated stalking. Okay? In order to surround you with a whole gaslight. Yes. This cult doesn't want to be exposed. There's, like, a group. I'm hearing a wannabe cult leader. So I don't know why they want to be. Maybe they're not good at it. Yeah, they just suck the life out of people and, like, fraud people out. Like an exchange of energy. An exchange of energy. Somebody's no longer confused and they're, like, watching. They're like, this person is a kind soul. This person does see things differently. Getting, like, this person moderates something, like they'll be able to, like, read an environment and just give it a boost or give it a new outlook, give it a whole new tone, a whole new vibe. Yes. Passion. Like a whole new outlook, like childlike, like, okay, this can be simplified. Very passionate, very kind. It has an admirer thinking like childlike again. Like their imagination is sparking something with their imagination. Somebody's somebody got with this karmic who was shameless and they understand that it was a mistake and now they're taking some sort of lesson from this. They're understanding that they're emotionally immature and that you weren't even confused about this. Okay, so this kind person wasn't confused about this. They understood this. They understood this about you, that it was a gaslight. They understood this, that it was immaturity, and they just kept it pushing, okay? They kept it pushing. Even if they really did like you, even if they did admire things about you, okay? They weren't confused about where you stand in allowing others to bring you down. So they had to cut ties. Like, no, I learned way too many lessons and I've inherited way too much karma from other people in my past to ever do that again. So, I mean, bye. Even if they did have a liking to you, because I'm like, somebody had a liking. Somebody could want to apologize. But they're in this state of being weighed down. Even if you come to this person with that outlook, they're going to be like, I forgive you. But they'll still know, they'll catch your vibe that you are weighed down. You gotta stop taking on other people's problems and allowing other people to plant these, like, this misery in, I don't know, it's like they're instilling something. Instilling, like, darkness, instilling gloomy, cold. So this person is no longer able to, like, sell you a story. Or I'm getting, like, switch the roles. It's exposed. It's exposed. Someone also tried to tell you that somebody was, like, gay, and they're not. That's for somebody. Saying that this person's not consistent. But this person is successful and very motivated. If you were to, like, compare the two, you would understand that this person was projecting and, like, putting some sort of, like, dark lens. Yeah, this person's not protected when it comes to this court case of, like, aggressively stalking this other person. I'm getting woman to woman, but it could be masculine to masculine, same sex, okay? Yes, very jealous. Very jealous, codependent. Somebody just wanted to be this person. This is a weirdo stalker. This is a weirdo stalker wanting this person's everything. Their motivation, their success. And then put their inconsistencies and sexual prowl and, I don't know, onto somebody else. This is a headache. This is a fucking headache. I'm gonna put these away. That's what it is. And there will be a court case around this as well, because that's how aggressive this stalking is. This is like hate. This is like hateful stalking. But because they want to be them, because they're their number one fan. They want to be exactly what they are. Kind, successful, motivated. They feel discouraged about who they actually are, because they actually are everything that they were, like, selling this person to be. Like, overkill. I mean, this person would stalk them, like, as they moved and shit. It's weird. There will be a court case around this, because it went too far, shamelessly. There's motive here to discourage someone, like somebody who's targeted due to jealousy. Due to jealousy. Like, if you're so focused on somebody else, you're forfeiting your destiny. That's what you're doing. You're forfeiting your destiny because you're never in alignment. You're never seeing the signs. You're trying to see somebody else's signs. So you're forfeiting your destiny. Well, that person still lives in theirs. Prepare to be more jealous. Like, that's just what it's common sense if you understand spirituality. Queen of Cups. Wow. So this is why you're jealous. This is why this person's jealous, okay? Beautiful, dreamy woman. One who sees visions in a cup, so very intuitive. Divinatory meaning, good, a fair woman, honest, devoted, who will do service, loving intelligence, and hence the gift of vision. Success, happiness, pleasure, also wisdom and virtue. Okay? That's like the ultimate nurturer. Okay, and that's why I'm getting like multiple because this person would team up with people. Wherever you move, they team up with people. It's like a huge conspire. I don't know, you know what I mean though? It's a hate crime, like hate crime. And different groups of them and different groups of women that were jealous. But it was all like, it all came back to this one woman who like orchestrated it all with this hyper fixation on having you fail, and you live out their role and they live out yours. Okay, now we're going to read it in the reverse, okay? And this would be like a good example of the type of woman this is. A distinguished woman, but not to be trusted. Perverse. A perverse woman. A vice, dishonor, depravity. I need to read something. I need to read this healing thing. I'm going to close it out there. Okay, so this is a healing visualization for Cancer, okay? Cancer occurs when cells become abnormal and continue to divide and form more cells, seemingly without order or control. Normally, cells divide to produce more cells only when the body needs them to maintain health. If cells continue to divide when new cells are not needed, a massive tissue, a growth or tumor, forms. Malignant tumors are cancerous. They can invade and damage nearby tissues and organs. Cancer cells can break loose from a malignant tumor. A malignant tumor. Ooh, I'm getting like a certain frequency that creates cancer. Cancel. Stress. Just wait. Somebody was intentionally like sending like spells and making you go through certain things in order to have you in like survival mode, like stress to the max, so that you would have ailments, because stress kills, and they know this. Like they just invade. It's like torment, in order to like, so that you will cause damage to self. Wow, that's fucking terrible. They'll get back karma for that. Cancer cells can break loose from a malignant tumor and travel through the bloodstream or lymphatic system. This is how cancer can spread from the original tumor to form new tumors in other parts of the body. Cancer usually develops gradually and is affected by factors related to lifestyle, environment, and heredity. So people knew this and was using it to their advantage, is what I was just tapping into. That's why it's very important that we do know these and we actively make them a practice in our life. We can continuously diminish risk factors since many cancers are related to smoking, diet, and to exposure to carcinogens in the environment. Some people are more sensitive than others to these risk factors. Inherited risk factors are unavoidable. We should be aware of them, but know that not everyone with a particular risk for cancer actually gets the disease. In fact, most do not, right? Focus manifestation. Don't focus on that, okay? Most likely you don't. You can reduce your cancer risk by making some simple food choices. Okay, eat a well-balanced diet made up of foods high in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Okay. Choose your food wisely. Early on in my healing work, I observed some interesting facts about cells, including cancer cells. I noticed that cells communicate with each other. I see that energetically, cancer is able to replicate quickly using what appears to be a sophisticated communication system. For example, when I use a particular visualization that works against one tumor, an adjacent tumor will not respond to the same visualization. It appears that the first tumor has warned the remaining tumors about the visualization. Through my connection and intuition, I understand that this is happening. The same mechanism that cancer cells use to send distress signals to other tumors can be used on cancer cells within a tumor to help destroy the tumor. When I did visualizations to break down communications within a tumor, the cancer cells passed on the message to all the cells in the tumor in a domino effect that was very useful in creating disorganization and disharmony within the cells of the tumor. I noticed that creating cell disorganization was more difficult when there were multiple tumors. I observed that as cancer begins to die, this communication between their cells slows down and eventually stops. When doing this visualization for any tumor, the goal is to weaken it and direct the immune system towards the tumor. Your body should have more than enough white blood cells to tackle any problem. Any problem. I find that the most effective method of getting at cancer is by attacking it from as many angles as possible. Do research about your particular health challenge. Visualization techniques can be tailored to address individual lifestyle issues, including stress, attitudes, emotion, diet, exercise, and your social environment. Okay. So he's relating cancer to these things. So I'm going to name them again. Attitude, emotions, diet, exercise, social environment. As I mentioned above, it is helpful to include relevant anatomical facts into your visualization to pinpoint the problem for your immune system. For example, a useful visualization for cancer is imagining the attraction of the white blood cells to the region of the tumor. Here's the most effective way to attract white blood cells to this area. One, imagine all the blood vessels in the vicinity of the tumor becoming more permeable to white blood cells. Allow white blood cells to exit the blood vessel walls and surround the tumor. See illustration 21. This depicts how you might visualize the tumor and then the white blood cells surrounding the tumor. So we'll look at visualization 21. Visualization for cancer, white blood cells surrounding the tumor. Two, visualize every white blood cell in your body being drawn to the tumor. Eventually, there should be so many white blood cells surrounding the tumor that they form a colony around it, completely engulfing it. Three, see the white blood cells that surround the tumor eating away at it. Essentially, the white blood cells grab the cancer cells, pull the cells inside of them, and digest the cancer. Four, visualize the white blood cells releasing substances that are poisonous to the cancer. See the tumor shriveling up from those toxins and from the white blood cells eating away at the tumor. Note how detailed and psychologically pristine that these visualizations are. Illustration 22 shows the first white blood cells destroying the tumor, and then the area of the absence of the cancer cells. Visualization for cancer. Normal cells prevail and the tumor is gone. Oh. 22A. White blood cells destroying the tumor. 22B. Normal cells prevail, the tumor is gone. At the rate which the white blood cells pick away at the cancer can vary. One factor is the temperature. The cells will eat away at the cancer at a far faster rate in warmer conditions. Therefore, you might also visualize flames raging underneath the tumor to apply heat to the area. Heat also increases the blood circulation, which speeds up the healing process. Okay, and notice like the part A was really dark and the part B was really light. A tumor needs nutrients to survive. Without a supply of fresh nutrients and without an exit mechanism for waste, the tumor will die. There's an effective visualization for this. So we're going to do this last one and then I'm going to close it out and finish sanding. 1. Visualize the blood cells that supply nutrients to the tumor, contracting to the point where there's no transfer of nutrients. 2. Visualize the tumor drowning in its own toxins and waste products. See this happen until the cancer simply dies. 3. Visualize choking off what the cancer needs and simultaneously attacking it in order to weaken the cancer. 4. As the essential needs of the cancer are being blocked, visualize the communication links between cells in the tumor or between tumors falling apart. 5. Once the communication links fail, visualize the cancer shrinking and losing its life energy as it becomes inactive. 6. Your body must now physically remove this tissue. Visualize a garbage disposal system working away 24/7 to remove the physical mass from your body. Okay, the next one's leukemia. We'll do that one tomorrow. Have a good day, people.